Hi guys, welcome to another video of Ultra Lightning Gamers. So today, because of that scratch tutorial I made the scratch tutorial I made today, I told you guys to watch this video in that weird meme scene. So I made this video. So, if you want to learn coordinates, the best way to learn it is to actually remember, you can draw a grid. For example, I'm just gonna do like a weird grid. So in order to draw a grid, you need to draw a square, and then you can draw a cross here, and then you can go line down, line down, line down, line down, and then you can just make like stuff here, but I'll make a bigger version so it's a bit clearer. So I'll actually use a ruler for this. Yep. Okay, that's good. So let's make a grid, yeah? So first, take a 90-degree. Come on, I'm so bad at it. So then, if you want to draw this, then, so draw the grid, use a ruler, or if you even have notes, you could do this, and I'll make it 0 degrees. I think using rulers in real life are better than this. And then I'll draw this. And this square is not to measure, by the way. And then draw this. And then draw this. And then that's what we have, a square. Now instead of doing that method, I'll draw lines up. Another line. This is not accurate, so I hope my scratch video gets comments anyways. Okay, so do that, and then do this. And then we finished our grid, which is very bad, but I can still teach you with this. Or I could actually borrow a grid, but that would be kind of useless because it would take so much time. So put this in here. Just skip to the moment where I stop making the grid. And what is the line? I forgot to use the ruler. Okay, I think that's it for the grid, which is very bad, but please, okay, whatever. So then, the corners are always 0. So the one that goes right or left is X, and the one that goes up is Y. So because of that, we can actually label the coordinates. So if the X goes right, then it adds by 1, and so on. And then if it goes left, it takes away by 1. So -1, but you don't really need to know that about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to label the Y as well. So 1 is here, 2 is here, 3 is here, 4 is here, 5 is here, 6 is here, 7 is here. Because there's 7 lines in total, that means to a corner. Oh, I'm stupid. And then 5, 6. I'm so bad. Okay. 6, 7, and then 8. Okay, now this is really an unbalanced grid, but so first if you want to learn about coordinates, you need to learn about what coordinates are, what they are useful for, and equations and stuff. So, for me, for example, here's a question, right? You know, these coordinates, right? No, not really a question, but I have something to tell you guys. Here's a secret. So, the x always goes first when you're labeling coordinates. For example, these if I put, you can only put dots here, since they're the junctions where they meet. Because if you don't, it would look so messy, and it wouldn't make sense, and it won't go in the right coordinates. So we need to do, for example, if we were gonna label 1, so this is the x and this is the y, then so it's not here because that's 0. So here's the technique to spotting coordinates. So you look at the x first and see what number it is, and then you go there, and then remember the number here in your mind, which means if the number is 0, then it's on this column. If it's on 1, it's this column, and then it's 2 in this column, and so on. 3 is on this column, 4 is on that column, and 5 is on that edge. So if you did 1, right, it would be here. And put in the comments why, and pause the video here before I give the reason. So it is here cause 1, right, is at the x, right, and then 1 is the y, which defines how high it is. So the y1 points to here, here. So then you write the dot there, and it is at the x1 column, which goes from there to there. But yeah, that's how you do it. And then if, for example, if you wanted to do 1, 2, so then you could still do the same thing as 1, but you're not supposed to write it here because the 2 is in the y, so 2 goes here. So it goes here there in this singular spot, because the y is 2 and it's in the 1 column. So then yes. So I hope that's a clear explanation, because my grammar is not that good, and please comment on me if I'm good or not, and I'll prove it if you want. So if you do that, right, and then if you want to label down the coordinates, like in numbers, then first you need to do the x first in order. So you need to put 1, which is the x, and then 2, which is the y, and the y, which you label down, goes last, because I have no idea, it's just the rules of math. So if you put 2 here, that's it, you get 1, 2. So let me give you an example of a question. So if Pip, for example, was on 1, 2, right? And he walked. Oh my god, I'm so bad at spell. Walked upwards by 1. Then how? I meant what coordinates would he get to? Link down in the comments which answers it. So for example, Pip is here right now. And then if he walked 1 upwards, then the y would add by 1, but the x stays the same because it's not moving sideways. So the answer would be censored, and because you need to link it down in the comments. But I'll give the answer in the end of the video. So so here's another example of coordinates. So this is definitely not advanced. You normally learn this in year 5 or something. I actually don't know. These are the basics though. Or you learn this in year 5 or year 4, I guess. I have no idea. So if you wanted to do, for example, the coordinates 3, 5, then the 3 would go first. Here, like this is the 3 column, so it goes up until y8, and then 3. Let's do 5 for the y. So the y comes last, remember? And then we put the dot here because it's on this column, and then the 5 is going this. It goes here, so it means that the coordinates are 3, 5. So if you need a more clearer explanation, then just link it down in the comments, because I'm just greedy to get comments, because I never get comments in any of my videos. So if the coordinates are 3, 5, then if I move 1 sideways, this is the same as the pit question that I had. If it goes here, then it would be 4, 5. Cause you move 1 sideways, adding the x by 1, so you get 4, 5. So that's the end of my coordinate video. If you want to learn my coordinates, just go ahead and watch the other videos on other channels, because